You can be the most talented person in the room, but if you do not master this one psychological trigger, you will be treated like an option. Most people believe that being kind is the surest way to gain respect. They offer favors, apologize often, and make themselves constantly available to everyone. Yet they find themselves ignored and unvalued. Why does your kindness result in disrespect rather than admiration? Do you deserve it? The answer lies deep within your brain's ancient survival hardware. Your brain is a biological machine designed to optimize your limited energy. It constantly monitors your environment to decide who is a resource to be kept and who is a resource to be consumed. When you are always there, always agreeing, and always eager to please, you send a dangerous signal. You tell their subconscious mind that you are common, abundant, and easily replaced. In the laws of human psychology, that which is abundant is perceived as cheap. That which is scarce is perceived as precious. Are you making yourself too easy to acquire? Think about the last time you were interrupted while sharing your thoughts. Did you stop talking immediately to let them take the floor? If you did, you signaled that your time is worth less than theirs. This is where the trap closes. You fear that by setting boundaries, you will be seen as difficult, so you over-explain your actions to soften the blow of your presence. You apologize for taking up space, and in doing so, you teach others exactly how to treat you. You are actively coding the behavior you hate by begging for validation. Your brain is not an emotional organ, it is a prediction machine. It creates a model of the world to conserve your metabolic energy. When you are always agreeable, you become a background constant in life. The brain stops paying attention to constants, as they are not threats. If you are always nice, you have zero deviation from the norm. You have become a chair in the room, necessary but not noticed. This is why people are cruel without a second thought to you. They do not see you as a sentient participant with sharp boundaries. They see you as an extension of their environment, not as human. To change this, you must introduce the unpredictable variable into your life. Consider the artist Hokusai, who lived in poverty, mocked by his loud peers. When rivals attacked his technique, he didn't defend his work or argue. He didn't engage in the games of the court, but simply drew. When a rival finally insulted him, he held a deep, heavy gaze. He waited 5 seconds, nodded once, and quietly whispered the word, "Interesting." The rival was left standing alone in a pool of his insecurity. Why did this single word destroy the rival's attempt at social dominance? Because the rival needed a reaction to prove that his insult mattered. By withholding the expected defensive reaction, Hokusai stripped the rival of power. You fail because you believe a reaction is the proof of humanity. Look at the history of Machiavelli's observations on the rise of power. He noted that those who are too accessible lose their aura immediately. He watched how princes who answered every demand were soon treated as servants by their own court advisors. You are living the same cycle today in your office or home. You believe your utility makes you indispensable, but it makes you disposable. The moment you become useful, you cease to be a person of authority. True authority requires a degree of emotional distance that you avoid. You fear the distance because it feels like the start of loneliness, but you must ask yourself honestly, is being surrounded by people who ignore you any better than solitude? The reason you feel the need to over-explain is purely biological. At night, your default mode network is at its most active state. It rehashes every social interaction you had during the previous long day. It looks for social errors, thinking you should have explained yourself better. This is the brain trying to repair your damaged social standing status, but this habit is destroying your future and your mental health potential. You are training your brain to prioritize their interpretation of your reality. When you sit in bed and ruminate, you are engaging in sabotage. You are literally deepening the neural pathways that make you feel small. Instead, you need to engage in deliberate and powerful identity projection tonight. Before you close your eyes, visualize the alternative history of your day. Visualize yourself in that exact moment of disrespect and feel the silence. See yourself looking at them without the absence of panic in you. See yourself turning your back to them without saying a single word. You are doing more than imagining. You are coding your future self. Your brain has mirror neurons that fire when you observe another's pain, but these neurons also reflect back the signals that you send out. If you project insecurity, their brain receives a signal that you are prey. They use their phones to avoid the weight of their own thoughts. When you stop the distractions, you are forced to face the reality. The reality is that you are the one who allowed the disrespect. That is a hard truth to swallow, but it is the truth. To become the person who is respected, you must be that person. You cannot wait for others to decide that you are finally worthy. You must decide it for yourself in the quiet of the night. Your night thoughts are building your future, whether you want them to. If you spend your nights thinking about how you were wronged yesterday, you are inviting that into tomorrow. Rich people fall asleep thinking about solutions to their biggest, hardest problems. You fall asleep thinking about the problems that others created for you. Change the focus of your mind before you close your eyes tonight. Focus on the times you stood tall and refused to be shaken. Focus on the times you walked away when your spirit was disrespected. The more you focus on these moments, the more they will happen. This is the law of neural plasticity and the power of habit. You are not a victim of your past. You are its architect. You are the one who designs the path you walk on tomorrow. If you keep walking the path of the people pleaser, you will stay. If you turn to a new path, the world will eventually follow. It will be hard at first because your old habits are strong. But every time you use silence, you are building a new neuron. Every time you say interesting instead of explaining, you gain more ground. This is a slow, quiet, methodical way to reclaim your own life. It is not about winning a fight. It is about winning yourself. And once you win yourself, no one can ever take that away. People who love winter do not stay inside because of the cold. They dress for the weather and they embrace the challenge of it. Your social life is the winter, and you have been hiding inside. It is time to step out and meet the world as you. Stop trying to escape the judgment of others. Just let them judge. Their judgment is a reflection of their own small, narrow internal world. It has nothing to do with the depth of your true soul. When you realize that, you will find the freedom you have sought. You will be the one who stands in the center of storms. You will be the one who listens to the noise without flinching. You will be the one who speaks only when the words count. This is the essence of true, unshakable, and deep human respect today. It is not loud, it is not aggressive, and it is quiet. It is the quiet strength of a mountain that watches the wind. Be that mountain and watch as the world starts to respect you. The path is open to you now. The choice is yours alone. Begin today in the very next interaction you have with another person. Stay silent, keep your gaze, and do not explain your own existence. You are enough exactly as you are, and you need no defense. The world will see it because you will finally believe it yourself.